And welcome back. Our next guest wrote a book as a mother. Is a testimony of the miracle that God did in her son's life after he was struck by a bullet to the head. Bronx Community College is holding a book signing highlighting his amazing journey to recovery. Hearing now more information, we've got the CUNY Office of the Assistant College Discovery Program at Bronx Community College, Jeannette Davila, and BCC Alumnus, Luis Mendez, mother and son with an amazing testimony.
Good morning.
Good
Hi.
morning. We're doing good.
Good morning. It's glad to have you and glad to have you sharing with us. And your story is a pretty amazing story. And here it is now making its way to book form. But are you surprised that how it's actually morphed into this book and this experience? Talk to me about this.
Well, my son got shot in the head in 2016, and it was a very traumatic experience for us, for me, for him, everybody in the family. And my faith was uh, an essential in my life at that time. And I asked God, I prayed God, and I said, God, if you lift him off of that bed, I promise you that I will write a book and I will let everybody knows about your miracles. And that's what God did for me. God actually lifted me out of the bed, and I was able to write the book. I will never forsake you. I have it in Spanish, I have it in English, and this was just my promise to God. He lifted him out of the bed. He did amazing things with my son. He was supposed to be bedbound. He was not supposed to walk, to talk, to do nothing because the bullet damaged many things, many neurons in his brain. Um, and he was not supposed to do nothing, anything that he's been doing now. So I did it, and I'm very happy. And he's here next to me, and he can say more about it.
Yeah, well, tell me a little bit about this because first of all, congratulations. I would think that's the most important thing, right? And we thank God for the life experience uh, the experience of, the miracle. I think that's tremendous that you're a testimony to so many people. But for yourself, being that testimony and being the one that's had this miracle happen in your life, talk to me just about being on the other side of that right now.
So it feels like a movie. And I'm still processing that every day as I wake up. You know, I can't believe I'm still alive. God is just too good. It's
Yeah.
been a process, though. It's been a process.
In that process, was there moments when you said, "Hey, you know what? I don't think this is gonna turn out so good."
Yeah, there was ups and downs like that, but I just kept holding on to that little bit of faith. You know, you have the white angel and the dark angel. The white angel would tell me it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get 100%. God's gonna heal you. Just be patient. And I was holding on to that voice every day.
Yeah. So
Still
for
to
yourself,
today.
how's your life transformed since that? I mean, you've recovered now, and you're moving along. You got this book going, but at the same time, talk about how your life has personally been transformed by this experience.
So I was able to, which I never thought. I dropped out of college. I was able to go back. I graduated from Bronx Community College, where my mom works. Now in Lehman College, going for my bachelor's, and I never expected to do any of these things.
Yeah. So, Mom, tell me the story. I mean,
Yeah,
what do you want people to know?
yes, I want to say a little bit about it. And what I want to say is, don't give up on your kids. Luis gave me a lot of trouble when he was an adolescent, when he was a teenager. It was struggles, very hard. It was very hard for me, for my husband, for my family. And but I kept going on with him next to me, and I said I dropped him out of high school because he was doing really bad. So I withdrew him from high school, and I enrolled him into the Future Now program, the GED program in BCC, and he was able to get his GED. And I thought he was doing well. We put him in college. He started college, but then again, things came up. He dropped out of college. He got the bullet, the trauma, the injury, and it was very hard. 2019, he was in bed bound. He was still in bed, but he was doing a little bit better with therapy. And I decided, you know what, Luis, let's put you back in college. Let's go back. Let's try to do something. And really, my intentions were to active his mind, not to be just in bed. I was so sad seeing my son, 25 years old, in a bed, doing nothing with a home health aide next to him every day, 24/7. And I said, no, you got to do something with your life. So we decided to go back to college. I enrolled him in college. And to be very honest, realistically, I thought he never was going to do nothing because his condition, it was very, it was very hard. But he amazed me.
Right.
Luis every day wake up saying, you know what, mommy, let's do it. Let's do this. I'm going to push on it. And Luis have done from 2019 to now, um, he has shown me the strength of the commitment, and he has shown me, you know what, this can be done, despite my disability, despite all the issues that I might have now. What he didn't do before, prior, now he's doing it. He
Right.
graduated with a 3.7 GPA out of BCC, and now he's in Lehman, and it's amazing. I mean, he has half of his brain is not connected to the other one because the bullet damaged everything. So Luis is not supposed to be walking. Luis is not supposed to walk, to talk. Luis is not supposed to have memory because part of the bullet damage all of that area. So everything that he's doing, he's not supposed to do.
Right.
And
Lewis, and
and, and
let me bring
really,
Lewis in here because at a certain time, Lewis, you got to ask, somebody has to ask the question. You dropped out of school before, right? Now
Right,
you get
right,
a traumatic brain injury. You suffer a gunshot wound to the head. And now
right.
you make up in your mind, I'm going back to school. That's, somebody say, well, listen, if you struggled before, the struggle is really going to be real coming out. But for you,
Right.
you were able not just to struggle, but also be able to overcome and graduate.
Well, that's where the miracle of God comes in. I couldn't do it all by myself. I'm still not doing it by myself. It's all God. I give all the glory and honor to Him.
Yeah. Well,
but you
congratulations. I
decide.
think it's an amazing testimony because there's so many people out there that are, that are trying to make it, but you give somebody the inspiration to want to make it. What's your message that you want to leave people before we go?
Don't give up, no matter what's going on in your life. Hold on to the faith. Listen to your parents and people who have positive advice around you. Stay close to your family and just keep striving for better.
Well, you make sure you get to us for Lehman College graduation, so we can celebrate you for that one too, because that's an amazing testimony to have a traumatic brain injury shot and still be able to graduate, still have all your functionality, even though the doctor said no. Here you are today talking to us. So thank you and congratulations to you, Lewis. Jeannette, congratulations. Before we leave, Jeannette, how can people get a hold of the book?
Well, we have it in Amazon, Amazon.com. I have it in English, like I said, and I also have it in Spanish. And again, this is just talking about the miracles, but also I also want to say, you know what, the struggle of a mother is always hope. Never give up. Don't give up on your kids. Continue striving. Amazon.com, the book is there. And I also want to I want to take this time to thank BCC because I do have to say that the resources that BCC gave my son helped him a lot. Helped
Wow.
him a lot to actually continue disability service, was there with him. And it takes a ton. It takes a ton of people. It takes a ton of energy to do what my son have done, and I'm very proud of him. But I'm striving. I'm telling people, please don't give up. Continue. Life doesn't end until it's really the end, but
Yeah.
it's always time to continue.
Jeannette, thank you so much. Lewis, again, congratulations. You guys are truly an inspiration. Thank you so much for being with us here. And we'll encourage people to get to Amazon to get that book. I Will Not Forsake You, both in English and also in Spanish. Now, I want to let you know now, if you want more information, go ahead and follow her on Twitter. I should say Instagram at Jeannette Davila 6. Now, we encourage you, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Open coming up right after this.